What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Saving Bray. This is the 16th episode of the series, and today we've got two massive games against Newcastle United and Spurs, both away from home as we look to extend our 4-game unbeaten streak. Spurs are flying high and currently in the top 4, so we know getting anything from that game will be very tough, but Newcastle United like us are struggling right now, so winning this game could be massive. Only problem is, I have to make 10 changes. The fitness problems have finally taken their toll on the players, and if I keep them all out there for another game, there's a definite chance of 1 or 2 getting injured. With 10 games to go, that's a risk I simply cannot afford to take, so the backup brigade will have to hopefully do the job at St James's Park. No wins or goals in our last 2, and with both our top scorers on the bench, it will be difficult to see either of those things changing. We know a loss would seriously down our chance of staying up though, so it's hoping the weakened team can show their strength and at least pick up a point at St James's Park. This is not the game where I want to be forced into having to make changes, because this is a huge relegation battle. You know, if we win this game, we can pull away from the pack at the bottom. You know, crazy to say that, but it's true. But if we lose this game, we go below Newcastle and they'll still have 2 games in hand over us, and we'll be dragged right down into the mix. So a massive game, and the backup brigade are the ones I'm relying on here. Come on, boys, get the job done for us. Marks inside to Ricketts here. He's got the pace, playing in a CAM role in this game because he can't do much worse than a striker role. Through to Moore. What a chance here for 1-0 early on. Keeper Moore inside the area. He goes for goal. Oh, he's put it wide. What a chance. That was big. That was seriously big. What a chance for Moore. I thought I'd open up his body, try and curl it into that side of the net there, and it goes wide of the post. We aren't going to get many chances away at Newcastle with the backup brigade. Those are the ones we've got to take, and I've missed it. Oh man, oh man, oh man. That was a huge chance. We will not get many. Newcastle will get quite a few. We've got to take those sort of chances if we want to get anything from this game. Douglas through to Ricketts, helps it on towards Marks. I have to say, Ricketts already in this game is looking way better in the cam role than the striker role. Through to Kelly here. Kelly back to Ricketts. Ricketts through to McDonough. That's a great ball. Surely this time we're going to score. 1-on-1 McDonough. Saved by Tim Krul. And Stephen Taylor gets it away. That's 2 golden chances in 24 minutes. But no goals. I mean, seriously, those chances right there you have to take. Seriously. No goals in our last 2 games, and we're showing it right now. A team lacking confidence when trying to put the ball in the back of the net. We need Jackie Boy to finish those, and he's on the bench right now. Chance for Newcastle on the break here as Sybek collects the ball just over the halfway line and controls it, and now plays it through towards Sissoko. Down the right hand side, across comes Blackburn, who makes a great tackle. And it'll come back towards Daryl Yamat, now to Sissoko. Oh, he's got past Douglas way too easily. Sissoko surely he's going to score, and he does. Just before the break, we were doing alright. We had 2 really good chances, but a sucker punch for us. Sissoko cuts inside and makes it 1-0. I got beat way too easily with Douglas there. I thought he was going to drill in a cross. I didn't expect him to cut inside. He did, and the number 7 makes it 1-0 with goal number 4 of the season. And this is not good. If we lose this game, we drop down to 16th place guaranteed. Newcastle will leapfrog us, and they'll have 2 games in hand as well. And depending on results elsewhere, we could only be a point above safety. So this is a game where losing is just not an option, and going into the break we are losing. So this is worrying, and changes may be needed for the second half. Sybek on the ball for Newcastle, turns his man and finds De Jong, and De Jong on the ball, spreads it out wide towards Wijnaldum, inside the area, and it's Wijnaldum back towards Haidara, and the number 19 on the ball plays it inside towards De Jong. It's carried through, and Slimani goes for goal, and fires it way over the bar. He had a free shot of goal there inside the area. What a huge let-off. Sissoko wins the ball and Sybek chests it to him. That's really nice from Newcastle, and the shot by Sybek goes just wide of the post. They're looking for the goal that will kill the game off. They're going close, but it's still 1-0. Come on, Bray, we're in this. Here's Yamat for Newcastle down the right hand side. They've looked far better in the second half, and we're the side that need a goal. I can't get the ball off them, and whenever I do, I give it away. And Yamat here inside the area cuts past Douglas. Yamat finds Slimani. This will kill the game. Slimani finds the back of the net. Newcastle 2, Bray Wanderers 0. This is a big game late on in the season, and we're going to lose. This was such a simple goal. Yamat picks out Slimani, who finds the back of the net. It's 2-0 to Newcastle. It's good night, Bray. It's game over. They're going to go 2 points ahead of us. We'll drop down to 16th place, and they'll have 2 games down as well. Steve McLaren's side can easily pull away from the relegation zone now, but we've been pulled back into the mix. Massive, massive defeat for us. It'll be our first in a few games, but we couldn't afford to see this happen, and it is going to happen. 2-0 Newcastle. Side bet across the woods to the centre. Slimani, free header. What a save by Esteban Dreer, who stops it from becoming free. It's not going to matter, but still a great save. But that is that. Full time at St James's Park. Newcastle 2. Bray Wanderers 0, a huge game, it ends in defeat, and this is really, really worrying. I did nothing with Bray in the second half. I just could not break down their defence, which is fantastic throughout the entire 90 minutes, but I'm thinking about the 2 chances we had when the game was at 0-0 through Moore and McDonough. I think I called Moore Keema Moore in the first half, it's actually Carl Moore, but either way, we had 2 golden chances in the first half, and had we taken them, you know, we could have been 2 goals up, possibly going into the break. Instead, we were a goal down, and in the second half, Slimani killed the game off. We couldn't afford to lose this game, and we did. And man of the match goes to Mike Williamson, a rock at the back for Newcastle. A big reason as to why they kept a clean sheet and got the 3 points. Just couldn't get past him and his centre-back partner, Stephen Taylor. They get the 3 points, we get 0. They move ahead us in the table by 2 points and still have 2 games in hand as well. Steve McLaren's side are ready to pull away from the drop zone, but for us, the reality is this: we are right back in the mix, and only, well, we're 4 points clear, but put it this way, we've played 29 games, Swansea have only played 27, so the chances are that they could at least be 1 point, or 2 points I would say, below us, you know, once they've caught up in games. So it's not disastrous. It's not disastrous. We got some really tough fixtures coming up. We could have done with at least a point in that game. And this is what I mean by tough fixtures coming up. Next game is away at Spurs, who are in 3rd place, so a trip to White Hart Lane won't be easy. Then it is a massive game against Swansea. That definitely is the definition of a relegation 6-pointer. That could be crucial to see who stays up come the end of the season. Then we've got City at home, then Villa away, then Liverpool at home, Chelsea at home, Everton away, and then West Brom at home before Manchester United away on the final day. So our remaining fixtures are really tough. We really needed a point in that game, and unfortunately got nothing. I had to rest the players. I had to do it due to the fitness problems. I could not afford to see one of our key players get injured in that game and miss the final few games and the big run-in. So I had to make the changes. I thought the backup brigade could have got the job done, and how we taken those chances in the first half, they may well have done, but unfortunately it just wasn't to be. Something I've just noticed as well, our game against Swansea, which was due to be played after this game against Spurs, has now been rescheduled and won't be played until the 13th of April, which isn't very good for us because it means that instead of playing it around this period, I think it was, where we had space to recover with the players and get their fitness levels back up, it's gonna occur between games against Aston Villa and Liverpool. So this just makes it even tougher. That's going to be one of the biggest games of the season, if not the biggest game of the season, and it's going to come in midweek, sandwiched in between a game against Villa away at Villa Park and Liverpool at Carlisle Grounds. That's another stroke of bad luck for us. We didn't need that. And with our players and all the fitness problems they have, it means that in those games against Villa and Liverpool, I might have to field weakened sides for both of those games because I'll need to have the first 11 playing for that massive game against Swansea. So that's really annoying. That is like the worst place that fixture could be played. The worst time, I should say. But either way, Spurs away now. Second game of the episode. Massive game as well. I mean, we can't afford to have back-to-back defeats. I don't want to see us slip down to 17th place. But we're away at White Hart Lane against the Spurs side in 3rd place. So I don't fancy our chances, but the first 11 is back out there. Ricketts can go on the bench. He actually looked okay in the cam role, to be honest, against Newcastle. Better in the striker role anyway. So we'll see if we can do anything in this game. See if we can grab ourselves a point. I'd love one, but my confidence isn't too high. I think that's pretty obvious to tell. Also worth noting, Harry Kane is the top scorer in the game in this season right now. So yeah, it's not good to know we're going to his ground as well, his house. He could definitely put a few past Esteban Dreer in this game. Right, so Spurs' team looks really good. Of course, the main man up top, Harry Kane. It's a strong side. It's a really strong side, don't get me wrong. But for some strange reason, I'm not as fearful as I was prior to this game. I think there is a definite chance we could possibly sneak a point in this game. Outside, of course, back to the usual first 11, I think we possibly could get a draw. You know, I really do. I don't want to, just sound way too optimistic when we're, taking on the one of the informed sides in the league away from home, featuring the top scorer in the Premier League. But I do believe we could possibly get a point in this game. We haven't scored in our last 3 games, though. We need someone to bang him in. I wish we had Harry Kane. We got Jackie Chancing instead. Maybe he'll get back to goal scoring form. Let's see if we can get a point. Come on, Bray. We desperately need one. Kane on the ball, turns his man, shot comes in, what a save, Esteban Jarria. 6 minutes to go before the break, and I don't want to jinx anything, but right now I'm pretty comfortable, because Spurs haven't attacked me too much. Sing, round 1, round 2, Jackie boy, what a run, Jackie boy, off the post, Jackie Sing hits the post, what a run from Jackie boy, and the woodwork prevents us from scoring, we're just not getting the luck. Half time here at White Hart Lane, encouraging signs, it may be goalless, but we've had some good chances. None better than that solo effort from Singh late on in the half, but it is goalless. Swansea are losing. Get in, Villa. Thank you very much. But encouraging signs. We're playing all right. We're playing okay, and we could possibly nick a winner in the second half. You never know. That was a good first half for us. More of the same in the second, please. Bentaleb down left-hand side for Spurs. Cross the ball to the centre. Chilwell's got to win that header, and he does. But it comes straight to Ryan Mason, who sets himself. Jarria with an unorthodox save with his feet. David De Gea style, and we get the ball clear. Well done, Esteban. You could say that was David De Gea style. Nah, that was pretty terrible. I'll leave it out. Chumacero through to Brennan here. And Brennan on the ball roll. Takes it around Mason. Finds Chumacero. Chumacero back to Brennan. Brennan on the ball. He's got Singh running through. He'll pick him out. It's Jackie boy. Vaughan with the save at his near post. Turns behind for a corner. He's had some chances, but still hasn't scored yet. Long way to go, though. I really feel as though we've matched Spurs every step of the way in this game, so let's keep it going. Jarria punches the corner away, then Bele collects for the Spurs though, and the Belgian finds Pritchard back towards Kevin Wimmer, now Vertonghen, and the Belgian finds Tom Carroll. Carroll on the ball, goes for goal, drags his shot wide, still 0-0. Someone's going to win this game, I'm almost certain of it. But it's balanced on the knife edge, this one. Who's going to get the winner? Come on, 1 minute to go. Can we find a winning goal? Conley to Chilwell. Chilwell through the gap towards Router. Down the left-hand side. Walker comes across and makes the tackle. Spurs' defense, just like Newcastle, has been fantastic here. I don't think we'll find a goal to win the game, but you never know. Conley, look man inside the area. Taken down. Conley goes for goal. Deflected off Carroll. We've won a corner. And I'm going to crowd the goalkeeper, Michel Vorm, as well. He's not a tall goalkeeper. Only 5'11", I do believe. I'm going to crowd the keeper, floated into the centre. Can we get a goal? Chumacero into the centre. Vaughan gets across. Shot comes in by Router. Blocked on the line by Davis. And clear behind for a corner. He was never going to squeeze it in there with so many bodies in the way. But just couldn't find the dangerous ball from the corner, really. But the throw comes in. Conley towards Jackie boy. Towards Kenner. Oh, Kenner. Oh my God, Kenner. Oh my word. That was the final shot of the game. And he just dinked it back to Worm. 0-0 the final score. I mean, I said I'd take a draw coming into the game, but that's now 4 games without a goal. A little bit worrying for us. It's a good result. At the end of the day, it is a good result for us. Harry Kane, the man in form, top scorer in the league, didn't score. We kept a clean sheet. That's now 3 in our last 4. And, a point is a good result, but what a chance at the end for Kenner. And the ball went straight into the gloves of Michel Vorm. That would have been massive. And we matched Spurs every step of the way in this game as well. We played very well indeed, and were full value for the point as well, in my opinion. It is a little bit worrying. 4 games without a goal, don't get me wrong, but a point's not a bad result, and we'll take it. And I'll give man the match to Jarria in this game for a couple of big saves. He played quite well between the sticks, and once again, really, really glad to see us notch up another clean sheet. I had quite a few of those of recent, but that's really frustrating. 4 games without a goal, a little bit worrying. And that is going to end today's episode of Saving Bray as well. So I want to say a massive thank you for watching, guys. I really hope you have enjoyed it. I do apologise for sounding pretty tired today. I was up all night last night and I've been pretty busy of late as well. But hopefully it wasn't too noticeable and you still enjoyed the episode regardless. It's all about perspective for Bray though. No wins in our last 4 and no goals in our last 4 either. But here at Carlisle Grounds, we like to look on the bright side. 3 clean sheets in our last 4 games and only 1 defeat in our last 6 as well. Means we'll with 8 games to go, we're still feeling pretty positive, especially as we're still out of the relegation zone. So thanks for watching, please leave a like if you enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you for the next episode of Saving Bray very soon.